Jeff, and I'm going to be doing a couple of reviews on a couple of bits. My son Dylan decided to create this channel for me, YouTube videos and reviews, not my normal thing. But he decided I was going to do it. He's created the channel, and he's now production editor, designer, assistant, you name it, he's the whole lot. So he's going to be in charge of it, and yeah, this is going to be my first review.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. I bring you fire.
So I've been vaping now a couple of years, and this is kind of where it all started. These piddly little batteries and these kind of tops. That's an Aspire CE5 top, but the original ones were basically the same thing, a few wicks hanging down, and they work, but they are pretty crap. But they will work to get you going and get you off of the get you off of the evil stickweed. It then kind of progressed, not much further, but slightly more powerful battery. Same sort of thing though, still using similar type of tops. Then after that I kind of got a bit more into the vaping thing, started hunting around, talking to people that were vaping. And for a lot of people, probably the next best step up, if you're going to do it properly. Go for something like that, the Ego style batteries. You'll get a couple of days out of one of those. But also from there, I went on to sort of the slightly better tops. That's the Kangatech, I forgot what name it, I forgot what it is, Unitank. You'll get a decent vape off of that. Changeable coils, take it all apart, clean it, pop tip off. Same thing with that. That is the Iniconai Clear 30. Now, those, they're an old design, but they're still good tanks. I still use that. And you can really cannot go wrong with something like that.
And the top is 360.
Beyond that, you've got that type of thing, which is kind of like a little step up. Still same type of thing. You've got adjustable airflow on there, so you can get the sort of vape you want. You can go from having an ordinary mouth to lung to almost borderline lung hit, if you really want to suck on it that hard, like you was trying to suck a golf ball through a hose pipe. You'll just about be able to manage it. Now, batteries wise, after that, I suppose beyond the Egos, you end up something like this. It's an eSam, it's a 600 milliamp battery. It goes from 3.6 to 4.9 volts. It's adjustable via this little top section up here.
And it looks like Superman's chest.
Yeah, and Dylan says the little button looks like Superman's chest. So, yeah, those a worthwhile investment with a decent tank. You get onto something like that, that will keep, well, it kept me off the cigarettes. Something like this, back to the other side of it. These are little Inikin tanks as well, can't remember the model number, but they really do get a good vape off of them. You can shove up to 5 volts through these and you'll get a decent vape off of them. I actually really like these. Little cock up just got edited out, or we could just leave it in. I don't care, we're just winging it here, whatever. Moving on from the eSam, that type of thing, adjustable voltage, you get something like this. This is the VAMO PT mod. You can sub-ohm vape on this. It will run down to 0.5. It's got 25 watts on it. And basically what you have here is a dirty great lump of stainless steel.
With a tank on top, looks like a missile.
Well, yeah, it does look like a missile. And if you fired it out of a tank, chances are it would go straight through the side of a building. Now, bung that on there, and
Missile created.
this thing's probably about 9 inches long. All it needs is a bit of dynamite in there, and chances are it would do some damage. And if you hit someone with it, you would definitely do some damage, because it weighs about the same as my car. So yeah, these very good mods. For general purpose vaping, you can run from 5 to 25 on these. It'll go straight down to 0.5 and you can sub-ohm on it. Now, coming a bit more forward, this was probably my first trip into sub-ohm vaping, proper sub-ohm vaping. It is the Kangatech sub-tank mod. This has got the sub-tank mini on it. There's a 50 watt box. It runs from 5 to 50 watts. It's pretty basic. It'll run up and down 50 watt. You've got a choice of coils on this. You could have the standard 0.5s. They've got more recently Clapton coils out with them. It comes in a decent kit with 0.5 and a 1.2. But as an introduction to sub-ohm vaping, something like that, you really can't go wrong because it all comes together.
The only way you can go wrong is when the charger snaps in the charger port.
Yeah, we'll come back to that one on another little review. I will be going through each one of these individually, quick 5-minute review. Next up, I suppose for me, was this thing. This is the Inikin. I've done it again. It's the E-Leaf I Just 2. I've just done this. It is an absolute little monster. It's designed to be a basic sub-ohm kit, but what you've actually got on here is, well, it is very basic. What it actually does is brilliant. Anyone going out to sub-ohm vape and they want to blow some big old chunky clouds, that is where you want to be. So moving on from that, really, probably this is my favourite. It's the Inikin MVP3 Pro. Goes up to 60 watts. It's a solid box. It's square. It's not nothing flash, but it's just one of them things. Works perfect. Lasts me for days. So yeah, that is really where I am now. I'm running that sort of thing with
The Triton.
the Aspire Triton tanks on top. I've got a few other tanks I run with this, but this is proper. You're into sub-ohm vaping. Beyond that, you're starting to get into the specialist stuff, but I'll be getting round to that on another date. But for now, that's a very brief history of where I've been vape-wise. And Dylan's pointing at something. Yeah, I know what he's pointing at, the X-Cube. I'll get round to that on another time, because I've got some opinions on that one which I will need to give the world. One more thing before I go. Talking of tanks, drippers. I will come back onto them at another time, but dripping is basically, you don't have the actual tank bit in itself with the glass. You will literally be popping your liquid straight down onto that and taking a good old hit off of that. It's a lot of cloud chasers are using that. It's not necessarily my thing, but it's handy for tasting flavours because I can rip the cotton out, swap them over, I'm vaping away rather than cleaning tanks out. So yeah, there you have it for me at the moment. That is a quick history of where I've been vaping wise. So from me and Dylan for now, that's it. We will be coming back doing a few reviews on this, slightly more in depth. It's not going to be a full review because everybody's been there, done those sort of reviews. It really is just going to be my opinion on these things. I mean, I've been out, I bought it, so I will be giving my opinions on it.
And soon a new toy will be dropping into the crew.
Yeah, I think you've caught that. So right, that's it for me and him for now. So thanks for watching. If you want to see more, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Everybody goes like that and points downwards. This doesn't work because right now I'm pointing at my nuts. I'm not pointing at the box down below, which will be showing when it goes up on YouTube. So what is all that about?
So goodbye from us.
Yep. Cheers, YouTube.